One of the hardest things for me in life in general is that I have this constant feeling that I'm doing something wrong with motherhood, with writing, with building my testimony. I'm Josie. I'm the author of the Sadie Hoffmiller Culinary Mystery Series. When I was pregnant with my third child, I was put on bed rest at about 6 months. And it was really fun for about 24 hours, and then it was awful. It was frustrating. It's an overwhelming experience. And I was constantly looking for things to keep my mind occupied because I could fold laundry and that was about it. And so my sister would bring me LDS contemporary novels. I was also watching a lot of Lifetime television for women. So I came up with this kind of dramatic story, and I thought it would just be a short story for my own kind of entertainment and just to prove that I wasn't completely useless. And it grew, and by the time my son was 6 weeks old, I had written 300 pages. I ended up having my first novel published by a small press and just fell in love with that creation process. What worried me when I had my children and I was writing at the same time was that I could never give equal time to either one of them, and that the attempt to balance was actually a sign of continual unbalance. And that still worries me. It's still something that I face. I had to come to my own understanding that God wanted me to be happy and that I could make this work, but it was going to take work. I couldn't set my family aside for my writing, but neither could I set my writing aside for my family. I've learned how to manage my time. I've learned how to focus. I've learned how to work fast. I work fast. I clean my house fast. I run my errands fast because I've got a lot of things that I'm trying to fit into a day. And I want to be home when my kids are home, and I want to be engaged when my kids are around. And I heard a quote just a couple months ago, but it's really stuck with me, and I wish I could remember who said it, but they'd said, "That which takes you away from your writing is what gives you something to write about." And raising my kids and running a household and being part of a family and having callings at church, that gave me experience, and that helped me learn things and see things and wonder about things that I could then explore in my books. One of the hardest things for me in life in general is that I have this constant feeling that I'm doing something wrong, or I'm doing something the wrong way, with motherhood, with writing, with building my testimony, with being a good citizen of the world, that there's a different way I'm supposed to be doing something and I'm not. I took an online course, and it was a video course where they had interviewed all these best-selling novelists and asked them their process. I watched all of these very successful people, and they all had such different ways of doing it. One of them outlined for a year before he ever started on his novel. Another one didn't outline at all. One of them revised multiple times. Another one didn't revise at all. I realized through that there wasn't one right way to be a writer. And that was very freeing for me on the writing end of things. But I realized that applied to the rest of my life too. There wasn't one way to be a mother. I've got 3 daughters, and I feel proud of the fact that they have seen me progressing and growing and developing myself and being their mom, but also being a person all by myself and doing my thing. They've celebrated my successes, and they've given me things to write about, and it's been a very symbiotic relationship between motherhood and the creation process of writing. I believe we were all sent here with a certain measure of our creation, things that we are meant to learn and grow from. I've never doubted that motherhood was an absolute measure of my creation. I absolutely believe that my writing is another measure, and that then it is my responsibility to fulfill that and to do my best within that sphere. And by doing that, I'm drawing truth to me, and I am allowing myself to grow and to learn. And if our entire purpose in life is to grow and to learn and to become like our Father in heaven, then anything we do that is bringing good things into our lives and is giving that goodness back, then that's going to make us better people.